Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Prescott flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Duke Riley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lefty. 74.
To throw is Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd-rounder from Penn State. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. by the tight end, Ertz. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. A first down carry by Elliott. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing his Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Wentz now to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line. So don't say nothing. Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, Echo! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You draw quarters.
Wentz to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Sean Lee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Check 99. Two jet. Recon, 132 fighter.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Shift, watch the shift. 49, check 49, check 49.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This is caught. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch on flank. 3-5-10. Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. So we're going to 54. One in. Kill. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Noah Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. For Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult, Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out in the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and over.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Lou. Tyson. Two jet. Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. There we go. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Elliott.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
They can't hang with us.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 31. Check 31. 5'9", 5'9". 5'55".
Again, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. It's a second down run with Sanders. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Orbit. Check 55, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 24, check 24.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Crunch. Watch the safety creep. General West. For Tokyo. Check 9. Lefty.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Joker. Check. Frag. They force Tokyo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Safe, safe, safe.
Wentz will try again on second down. And Sanders has got it complete. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check, 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 check. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Red 5-2, out here.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 10-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch the ass. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This is Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Out. 3 down. Hey,
Here's Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Back man. 120. 2 jet. Go.
Wentz to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sunday. Here we go.
Back to throw. Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously a touchdown to win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Man 5-7.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Sunday.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wins to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Sanders toss left side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal.